Hello guys, hi, I welcome you to mock test for 13th and 14th June. Who among the following has recently topped the list of the Times 50 Most Desirable Women 2020? The answer for the same is that the Times 50 Most Desirable Women 2020 has been won by Riya Chakrabarti. So Riya Chakrabarti was in the soup for her alleged involvement in the suicide of Sushant Singh Rajput, but she has now bounced back and she has topped the list of Times 50 Most Desirable Women 2020, featuring women under 40 across various fields. The World Bank has recently projected India's economy to grow at what percent in 2021? So the World Bank has projected India's economy to grow at what percent in 2021? That's the question. Kindly give the correct answer. The answer for the same is that the World Bank has projected India to grow at 8.3% in 2021. So the World Bank on Tuesday projected India's economy to grow at 8.3%. This growth, whatever happens in the economy, is very important because first of all it creates jobs. Then, as per inflation increases, the value of money decreases, right? For example, whatever 1 rupees was in 2010, whatever let us say what 100 rupees could buy in 2010, the same it cannot buy in 2021. So let's say that I remember that I filled my bike with petrol for 40 rupees in 2010 or 45 rupees. Now it's 90 rupees, so almost double. So these growth rates are very important. 8.3% means that in 6.5 years, if it grows on and accumulates, then we double our economy. Very important after the COVID. But India's recovery is being hampered by the largest outbreak of any disease since the beginning of the pandemic. Which edition of India-Thailand Coordinated Patrol Corporate between the Indian Navy and Royal Thai Navy has been conducted recently? Kindly give the correct answer. Kindly give the correct answer. Which edition has been of India-Thailand exercise? This is an exercise which is done between both the forces of India and Thailand. Kindly give the correct answer. The answer for the same is 31st edition. So 31st edition of India-Thailand exercise was done. It's basically an exercise between the navies, as you can see. According to an official statement, Indian naval ship Saryu is a river near Ayodhya, an indigenously built naval offshore patrol vessel, and His Majesty's Thailand ship Krabi, an offshore patrol vessel, along with Dornier maritime patrol aircraft from both navies participated in the corvette. The government has recently approved proposals for construction of 3.61 lakh houses under the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana (PMAYU). How many proposals have been approved? The answer for the same is 708 proposals. So government has approved 708 proposals for the construction of 3.61 lakh houses under the PMAYU. The thrust for this scheme comes from PM himself. He wants that everybody should get Awas and Ahar. So PM Ahar Yojana and PM Awas Yojana basically are his pet projects, and that's why they get so much funding, so much proposals are being made to pass them and to deliver their benefits to the lower sections of the society. Central government has recently released the third monthly installment of post-devolution revenue deficit grant of how many percent to 17 states for the financial year 21-22? The answer for the same is 9871 crore. 987 crore revenue deficit grant to 17 states. So Center on Tuesday released the third monthly installment of the post-devolution revenue deficit grant of rupees 9871 crore to 17 states. Right, you can see it here. Center provides post-devolution revenue deficit grant to the states under the Article 275 of the Constitution. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has recently launched the E100 pilot project in which city to mark the World Environment Day? The correct answer for the same is that the Prime Minister Narendra Modi has launched this E100 pilot project in the city of Pune. So in the city of Pune, this E100 pilot project was launched. This ambitious project aims to set up a network of production and distribution of ethanol across the nation. Basically, ethanol blending is the trend. So ethanol is being blended with petrol. By this decade end, the limits set for ethanol blending with petrol is around 25% to 30%. So that's why it's an ambitious project. Wayan, a village in which state or UT, has become the first village in the country where the entire population above 18 years has been vaccinated? Kindly give the correct answer. The answer for the same is that Wayan is a remote village in the UT of Jammu and Kashmir. So a remote hamlet in the Bandipora district of Jammu and Kashmir has become the first village in India to vaccinate all its adult population against the novel coronavirus. Right? Wayan, a village in district Bandipora, has become the first village in the country where the entire population above 18 years has been vaccinated. Which of the following cities is going to host the second United Nations Global Sustainable Transport Conference? The answer for the same is Beijing. So Beijing is going to host the second UN Global Sustainable Transport Conference in October, right? You can see it here. The themed Sustainable Transport, Sustainable Development, the conference will be held both online and offline and will see events including a ministers forum and thematic sessions. Which of the following has commissioned India's first voltage source converter based HVDC, high voltage direct current electricity transmission system? The answer for the same is Power Grid Corporation. So Power Grid Corporation has commissioned India's first VSC based HVDC system. So stock by this news boosted up by 4%. This project strengthens the power system of the southern region of the country, and it's very important. The Power Ministry in a statement on Wednesday said that the Pulagur-Thrissur HVDC system costing 5,070 crore is a part of the Raigad-Pulagur-Thrissur 6,000 megawatt HVDC system that enables the transfer of 2,000 megawatt to Kerala through VSC HVDC station at Thrissur. Which company has recently appointed Benedetto Vigna as its CEO? A very important news because this company is a very high-end product creating company, and Mr. Benedetto Vigna has been appointed as its CEO. Sachin Tendulkar had its car, the car of the company. The answer for the same is Ferrari. So Ferrari NV has announced the appointment of Benedetto Vigna as its CEO. Vigna will join Ferrari on September 1, where he is currently president of the Analog MEMS, that is Micro Electromechanical Systems and Sensors Group, ST's largest and the most profitable operating business in 2020. Right, so you can see it here. He is coming from this to this. Right, very important. Which bank has received RBI's approval for the reappointment of Girish Chandra Chaturvedi as a part-time chairman of the bank? The answer for the same is that RBI has appointed the Girish Chandra Chaturvedi as the part-time chairman of the ICICI Bank. So private enter ICICI Bank has received RBI's approval for the reappointment of Girish Chandra Chaturvedi as a part-time chairman of the bank. Chaturvedi will be the part-time chairman of the bank for 3-year tenure starting from July 1 on extent terms and conditions. Who among the following was awarded with APO's Asia Pacific Productivity Champion of 2020? The answer for the same is Dr. R.S. Sodhi. So Dr. R.S. Sodhi, MD of Gujarat Cooperative Milk Marketing Federation Limited, AMUL, has received the prestigious Asian Productivity Organization Tokyo, Japan Regional Award. So you can see it here. Credit rating agency ICRA Ratings has recently projected India's gross domestic product to grow at what percent in financial year 21-22? The answer for the same is 8.5%. So ICRA Ratings has predicted that India's GDP will grow at 8.5%. Actually, before the corona second wave crashed in India, the GDP projected by most of the economists, most of the projected surveys was around 11% to 12%. But due to the second wave, it has now gone down, and now ICRA has done it as 8.5% growth rate. Which private bank has recently expanded its collaboration with Oracle and Infosys to provide improved customer experience through Oracle CX platform? The answer for the same is Federal Bank. So Federal Bank has expanded its collaboration with Oracle and Infosys to provide improved customer experience through Oracle CX platform. The collaboration will focus on creating an integrated customer relationship management solution across marketing, sales, customer service, and social listening to improve Federal Bank's operations. As per the Global Sales Report 2021 released by Coursera, India has been ranked at which place overall globally? The answer for the same is that India has ranked at 67th place overall globally. So despite accelerated digital transformation across industries, India continues to witness a digital skills gap. The country is ranked 67th globally in data skills. India ranks 16, below Singapore and Japan, but above Thailand and Philippines. First meeting of the Joint Working Group on Cyber Security Cooperation between India and which country was held virtually? The answer is that the first meeting was held between India and Australia. So the first meeting of the Joint Working Group on Cyber Security Cooperation between India and Australia was held virtually today. Ms. Paulomi Tripathi, Director Oceania. Oceania means New Zealand and Australia. In the Ministry of External Affairs led the Indian delegation of experts to discuss the cyber security cooperation between the two countries. Who among the following has recently released commemorative postage stamps to mark the 70th anniversary of India-Germany diplomatic relations, as he highlighted the multifaceted nature of India-Germany strategic partnership? The answer for the same is Foreign Secretary Harsh V. Shringla. So Foreign Secretary Harsh V. Shringla released the commemorative postage stamp to mark the 70th anniversary of India-Germany diplomatic relationship. Indian Navy is going to receive the first set of 3 MH-60 Romeo helicopters in July this year. The helicopters are from which country? The answer for the same is that 3 MH-60 Romeo helicopters are from USA. So after a wait of more than a decade, Indian Navy is set to receive its first set of multi-role helicopters, as America is set to hand over 3 MH-60 Romeo helicopters to the force in United States in July. Right? Which of the following IITs has set up the Koita Center for Digital Health under the aegis of Koita Foundation? The answer for the same is IIT Mumbai. So IIT Mumbai has set up the Koita Center for Digital Health under the aegis of Koita Foundation. KCDH will focus on driving academic programs, research and industry collaboration in digital health. KCDH will offer minor, dual degree, masters and PhD programs in the healthcare informatics, so very, very important. Which of the following dates is observed as 2021 World Day Against Child Labour? The answer for the same is that the World Day Against Child Labour was observed on June 12th. So COVID-19 pandemic has had the devastating effect on lives and livelihoods around the world. The subsequent socio-economic fallouts on the pandemic have had a tremendous impact on the lives of millions of children who are victims of child labor. In particular, the United Nations has observed. Dr. Ashok Panagriya has passed away recently. He was So Dr. Ashok Panagriya was a neurologist. So eminent neurologist and Padma Shri awardee Dr. Ashok Panagriya passed away due to post-COVID complications. He was 71 years old. Which of the following companies is going to build the world's longest undersea cable built called Fermina? So Fermina is going to be built by Google. So Fermina is the world's longest undersea cable, and it is going to plan this new subsea cable will connect the east coast of the US and Las Toninas, Argentina, with additional landings in Brazil and Uruguay. The idea here is to provide users in South America with improved low latency access to Google's portfolio of consumer and cloud services. The cable will be designed and installed by Subcom and should be ready for service by the end of 2023. So you can see it here, like how fast and how long will the services be if this project comes to fruition. Which of the following countries has recently launched 4 satellites into the planned orbits aboard the Long March 2D rocket? The answer for the same is China. So China has launched 4 satellites into the planned orbits from Taiyuan Satellite Launch Center in northern Shaanxi province on Friday. The satellites are Beijing 3, HiCA 2, Yangwang 1 and Tianjian. They were launched by Launch Long March 2D rocket at 11:03 am. The Mumbai bench of the NCLT has approved whose plan and housing finance for rupees 37,020 crore resolution for Diwan Housing Finance with a few conditions. DHFL. The answer for the same is that Piramal Capital. So NCLT has okayed Piramal's bid for DHFL with some conditions. So DHFL is going to be occupied by now being going to acquired by Piramal. So you can see it here. Who among the following has recently become the brand ambassador of MyLab Discovery Solutions? The answer for the same is MyLab Discovery Solutions. Brand ambassador is Mr. Akshay Kumar. So Bollywood superstar Akshay Kumar has been appointed as the new brand ambassador of biotechnology company MyLab Discovery Solution. This announcement comes day after the Pune-based firm launched the country's first COVID-19 self-kit, that is Covi-Self. Who among the following has been named as the Prime Minister of Central African Republic? The answer for the same is that Henry Marydondra has been named as the Prime Minister of Central African Republic. He was the former finance minister, and this announcement came after the former Prime Minister Fermin Negrabeda announced his resignation and that of his government following legislative elections. Internet and Mobile Association of India, that is IAMI, has appointed which person to chair the Grievance Redressal Board formed as a part of the Digital Publisher Content Grievances Council? The answer for the same is Justice A.K. Sikri. So Internet and Mobile Association of India has appointed former Supreme Court Justice retired Arjun Kumar Sikri to chair the Grievance Redressal Board formed as a part of the Digital Publisher Content Grievances Council. The GRB will address content grievances pertaining to any of the DGPC members' video streaming services. The council will function as an independent body and act as a second tier within the three-tier governance redressal mechanism as envisioned by the IT Act and Rules 2021. Which mutual fund company has launched the banking and financial services new fund offer? The answer for the same is HDFC Mutual Fund. So HDFC Mutual Fund has launched HDFC Banking and Financial Services Fund. The new aim funds to invest in banking and financial service sector across segments and market capitalization, including banking, broking, asset management, wealth management, insurance, non-banking financial companies, and other companies that may be engaged in providing financial services. Which of the following banks has recently emerged as a top performer among public sector lenders in terms of loan and deposit growth during financial year 2021? The answer for the same is Bank of Maharashtra. So Bank of Maharashtra has emerged as the top performer among public sector lender in terms of loan and deposit growth during financial year 2021. The lender recorded 13.45% increase in gross advances as per the published data of Bank of Maharashtra. RBI has recently extended the RBIA system for all deposit-taking housing finance companies. What does RBIA stand for? The answer for the same is kindly give the correct answer. Risk-based internal audit. Option B is the correct answer. So RBI on Friday extended the risk-based internal audit system to select housing finance companies to enhance the quality and effectiveness of their internal audit system. Right? The provisions will apply to all deposit-taking HFC irrespective of their size as well as non-deposit-taking HFC with an asset size of 5,000 crore and above, the central bank said. Which of the following banks has recently launched Kavach personal loan scheme for COVID-19 treatment? The answer for the same is that the Kavach personal loan scheme for COVID-19 treatment is launched by State Bank of India. So State Bank of India on June 11 launched the Kavach personal loan scheme for COVID-19 patients. As per the scheme, the state-run lender is offering collateral-free personal loans up to Rs 5 lakh at an annual interest rate of 8.5%. As per the recent report, Reserve Bank of India has recently given banks the green signal to allow an increase in interchange fee transaction from Rs 15 to how many rupees for financial transactions? The answer is that now the interchange fee per transaction will increase to 17 rupees for financial transactions. That is option B is the correct answer. So RBI has allowed the banks to hike automated teller machine transaction charges on the recommendation of the committee. So you can see it here. India has been ranked at which position in the global home price movement as per the latest report released by leading international property consultancy Knight Frank? The answer is that India has slipped 12 spots to 55th position in the global home price movement. So India has moved down 12 spots in the global home price index to 55th position in the quarter 1 2021 against the 43rd rank in the same period last year, right? UNGA has recently approved declaration to end AIDS by which year? The answer is that AIDS is going to end by 2030 as per UN General Assembly. So they have made a declaration that they are going to take efforts to end this disease by 2030. So UN General Assembly overwhelmingly approved a declaration Tuesday calling for an urgent action to end AIDS by 2030. Nothing will alarm that the COVID-19 pandemic has exacerbated inequalities and pushed access to AIDS medicines, treatment and diagnosis further off track. Energy Efficiency Services Limited, EESL, has recently partnered with which company to implement energy efficient solution in steel industry? The answer for the same is that EESL has partnered with Mecon Limited. So state-run EESL and Mecon Limited will collaboratively work towards implementation of various energy efficiency and resource conservation measures in the steel sector and associated mining industry. EESL is a joint venture under the administration of Ministry of Power and has signed a memorandum of understanding with Mecon Limited. How many Indian firms are selected to undertake joint R&D and technology transfer projects under the India-Russia Joint Technology Assessment and Accelerated Commercialization Program? The answer for the same is 3 Indian firms. So 3 Indian firms led by SME and startup groups, that is Ananya Technologies Private Limited, Prante Solution Private Limited and Bhubaneswar and Geons Implant Private Limited, Palakkad, have been selected to undertake joint R&D and technology transfer projects under the India-Russia Joint Technology Assessment and Accelerated Commercialization Program. Siddhalinga passed away recently. He was a poet of which language? The answer is that Siddhalinga, who passed away recently, was a poet of Kannada language. So noted Kannada poet Siddhalinga passed away on Friday due to COVID-19 related ailments. Popularly known as Dalita Kavi, he was 67. He is survived by wife, son and a daughter. His notable works include Homalagdira Hadu, Savavira Nadigalu, Kappu Kadinila Hadu. So this is he also written plays like Panchama, Eklavya, and one of his popular essays was Grama Devatha Galu. Mukesh Sharma has been appointed as an honorary member of the World Health Organization's Global Air Pollution and Health Technical Advisory Group. He is a faculty at which IIT? The answer is that he is an IIT Kanpur professor. So professor at IIT Kanpur has been appointed as an honorary member of the World Health Organization Global Air Pollution and Health Technical Advisory Group, GAPH tag. A communique issued by the Premier's Institute said. So a communique means that an information or a press notification issued by the Premier Institute said. Rebecca Greenspan has been recently appointed as the new Secretary General of UNCTAD. She is an economist from which country? The answer for the same is that Rebecca Greenspan is the native of Costa Rica. So Rebecca Greenspan of Costa Rica will be the new head of UNCTAD, the United Nations Trade and Development Body. Her nomination to the post of UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres was approved by 11th June by the UN General Assembly. Right? Thank you very much, guys.